Hey, hello, how's it going? My name's Sakai, and this is going to be my fresh reaction to, well, my post reaction to the Game Awards. It's 11:26 right now, and I kind of want to give just like literally right out the gates how I felt about the whole thing. So let's just get right into it. Game of the year was Astrobot. We saw it coming. I for sure was a Astrobot hater, but I have turned over a new leaf. You know, we all go through some time. For me, I am a Little Big Planet guy, so seeing Sackboy be pushed to the side like that felt a little personal, felt like a personal attack. But after seeing how much they put into Astrobot and how much dedication and actual care they put into that, I understand why it won. I am very surprised Black Myth didn't win. And I'm a little bit relieved on that, because I'm not a fan of kind of knowing already that it was gonna win. I was like, ugh, like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we all kind of get that feeling, like, of course Black Myth's gonna win. I mean, everyone was on it. And to be fair, the game is phenomenal, production's phenomenal, everything's just top notch on that game. Like, I get it. But you know, I do like a good mix. You know, I do like heavy hitters, and it definitely felt like it was one-sided for this year. But Astrobot taking it is a little twist for me. It's a twist. And again, this was definitely the best Game Awards to date. I mean, it was just, there were bangers, and I want to get into a few of them today. So let's go to my browser. So this is Kiora. So this is made by the people who made Core Keepers, which is a game I wanted to get into. And here, I'll start playing the trailer here in the background so we could kind of, this is from IGN, and this is the footage. So it gives me massive, and I mean massive, Terraria vibes. I think that's justifiable. Let me see if I can raise this quality up a little bit. Let me see. Oh, not that high now. I try to break now. So look at this. So this is Kiora. I love this aesthetic. I love how the characters look. I think it is awesome. And as you can see here, just by kind of like how the world is designed, it's super non-linear, I guess you would say. I mean, look at the curvature. A lot of the games, you know, they stick to like a grid. Terraria is like more of a grid style. Minecraft, of course, cube, you know, blocks. Here, it looks like we have way more kind of like flexibility in terms of like what you want to make. And then in terms of like how the characters look, I love the physics. I'm a big physics guy, so seeing how the characters move and interact with the world, it looks awesome. It looks so cool. And look at that, there's mad players everywhere fighting. Awesome. Look at that interaction with the world, the lights blasting through the background. I mean, it looks like we're in for a treat. And then here's just the logo, Kiora. Wishlist on Steam now. Definitely recommend it. Keep an eye out on Kiora. This looks like one of those games that it's gonna get big, and especially with the ending here, kind of let it play out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Little boss something. So that's Kiora. I think I'm gonna give my opinion on that a little after, but I think this is definitely my top 3 looking forward to things for sure. Not naming exactly what number, but a huge announcement that I didn't think we were gonna get this year is actually a Borderlands 4 trailer. And it's not even just a trailer, it's a gameplay trailer, and I have some thoughts on it. A lot of people, I see, it seems like they agree online as well. As we all know, Borderlands kind of has been struggling. It's kind of been struggling a little bit. Raise the volume a little bit more. And I guess it has to do a lot with like how the gameplay goes, and even like the characters. Like, as you know, in the first one and second one, the characters are unforgettable, and it just seemed like they kind of, I don't know, like tuned it back a little bit. Something about the games just don't feel as polished anymore as they used to. And here initially had me going, I'm like, this looks crazy. The characters look insane, right? And then here's already some kind of like a story that we're getting. I mean, look at those. Look at that. Looks insane. The music was a little hype too. 100% hype. Crazy. So again, like I was saying, this right here had me. It really had me. Borderlands 4. Oh my gosh. Just the name Borderlands for a lot of people gets them like, oh snap. You know, this is going to be a big deal. This is going to be on a lot of people's radars. But then once the trailer was going, even like here, the environments are looking really good. And look at that. Cool characters. And graphically, it's looking good since even the last one. Okay. This is where they kind of had me a little bit. They don't look they look kind of dull. They look kind of dull out of the 4 here. And I'm assuming these are created characters. I'll get into that a little bit, but out of the 4 here, the one that stands out the most and looks decent is this one right here. The girl in pink, she looks like a siren, right? That's, if I remember correctly, that's the siren markings. She's popping with the color, but in terms of everyone else, I mean, looking like Joe Schmoes. Like, I don't understand. Like, there's no pot. Like, there's no, nothing feels unique with anybody. Like, you couldn't tell the difference between her really and him in terms of like what they might be able to do in terms of like abilities. Him, yeah, I mean, look, he's lucky he has like a gauntlet robot arm. You know what I'm saying? If he didn't have that, I wouldn't know what he does. Maybe just, I don't know. I don't even know. They don't look original. And listen, if it was too early to show something, I don't think it was worth showing it. We knew Borderlands 4 was coming. You didn't have to, you know, show the gameplay to get me hype. I was already hype enough. But you kind of bringing me back a little bit. I mean, even like the colors looking really, I mean, I could try to up the quality. Maybe it's the quality. It's still just like dull coloring on everything. Look at this. The color palettes are just not it. And again, if these are like the main roster here, I'm not really excited to play any of them. Let me try to slow it down a little bit. Trying to see maybe if I could, you know, not have it so so fast, but I mean, look at that, bruh. I am not feeling it. So again, let me see if I could. I'm sorry for the pausing like this, but I mean, that's cool. Like, this is cool, right? The world looks like the colors be popping once in a while here, but you could just tell there is some dullness. I mean, oh man. No one's looking like cool. She's cool. Claptrap, I mean, you know. And then, you know what this is giving me? It's giving me Crackdown vibes. Crackdown 3 vibes. It's like they cheaped out on something. I don't know what's going on. I mean, this looks pretty cool. Even something about this is it's not right. It doesn't feel right. And it makes me nervous because, again, Borderlands goes back a lot to like my childhood as well. I mean, I grew up playing everything, so Borderlands was a major one in my mind. And I mean, just the fact that picking up every gun felt so unique and so different, and it was exciting. But seeing, I don't know, I feel like since I know what was going on back then, looking at this now, it makes me like, I don't know, it makes me concerned because you could just tell something ain't right. And like, look, the enemy designs look cool. I mean, look at this guy. Like, come on, like that's as Borderlands as it gets. But again, the colors, something about the colors, everything's looking like a pastel yellow, white. Like, look at these tints. Look at these. What is with these colors? Everything's looking like mushy. That's cool. That's cool. That was pretty cool. Ah, man, I don't know. It gets me nervous, man. It gets me nervous because there's a lot of writing on this for me. I don't know even what this symbolizes at the end, but I just think, listen, give it some more time in the oven. Hopefully, I forgot. Did they say it comes out next year? It better be like, and they don't want to play with it. They shouldn't play with it because also GTA 6 comes out next year. I believe it towards the end of it. You are not releasing this game towards the end of 2025. that I'm not gonna lie, I think past August, it's kind of like already taken. I mean, GTA 6 is the most anticipated game like ever. So I don't know. Enough about Borderlands 4. I am a little concerned. Listen, the gameplay looks like it's in the right path, but in terms of design, color wise, it is not it. It's not it for me personally. And I have faith that Twitter's gonna speak, the internet's gonna speak, and they're gonna put some more pop, or at least tell us if it's creative characters. Because if it is, I understand it. Cool. They could be dull. At least I know when I get in the game, I could spice them up. But so far, right now, it needs some time. But Borderlands 4, that was huge. And then we got a Helldivers update. Helldivers, again, phenomenal game. Phenomenal game. If you have not played Helldivers 2, it is the time now. Especially with this new update coming out. So in terms of if you don't know, Helldivers 2, they have like you fight for Super Earth and freedom, and there's these factions that you go against. The Tyranids, the Automatons. And it was like that for a while, but now new update dropped. The Illuminids, if I am correct on that, are dropping in. And if you were on the Helldivers train, you know that there was leaks out the wazoo about them. I mean, it was nonstop, and it's what kept me going in the game too for a long time. And I guess they're finally dropping now. I believe tomorrow or today. It's today. It is today. This update drops. So you can literally go. And I mean, if you have the game, hop on it. You know what I'm saying? Like this looks cool. And again, it's just gonna keep the game like fresh. I know they're gonna have like new like a new pass. I mean, now there's just it's a whole new thing to do now. It's so cool. This looks awesome. Shout out Helldivers 2. I don't even have to talk about this too much because that's just awesome. It is literally awesome. All right, and then going to the next one, we got Project Robot. Now, this game is something. I don't even know what to say about this. I am someone who was late to the PlayStation hype train. Or well, not say hype train, but I was definitely late into the PlayStation game. So I grew up on Xbox, and of course, growing up that young on the Xbox meant like there was some kind of vendetta against PlayStation. But as an adult now and having a PS5 of my own, playing like Shadow of the Colossus for the first time was an experience. I will say it was an experience, and it took me away just to see and just to kind of know like what I've missed out on all these years in my life. It's nuts. And the art direction of Shadow of the Colossus and gameplay and just everything, you feel it, man. You really you get put into that world. It's on another level. If you have never played Shadow of the Colossus, please do yourself a favor. And the creator that announced at the Game Awards, not himself, but they showed Project Robot, and this will be the next title from him. And already, in terms of the movement and just like what's going on, I mean, just look at it. It looks interesting. It looks different. I could already feel. I could feel the tension in the world, and I could already tell like we're going after something bigger than ourselves. And oh my gosh, Project Robot, again, no title. This is like super exclusive. I'm telling you, the Game Awards this year was so different. It felt like a look into the future. Oh my goodness. Project Robot, huge announcement. Going real quick into Rematch. I'm looking forward to this highly. I'm not a football fan. Or soccer, my bad. I'm not a soccer fan like that. I'll put this at normal. It's my bad. But basically, from the creators of Sifu, so if you play Sifu, you kind of already know like the art style, the kind of like way the games be moving. And I mean, I've been itching for a game like this, for a sports game like this, where you're really playing as the players. I'm not a fan of FIFA personally, so I've never wanted to even try to get into that game at all. I just don't like how it plays. I don't, it's really monetized with this. This is something I could get behind. Like you're literally in the match, you know, it's gonna have a huge comp scene. I already see it. But already just look at it, look ranked. They're already thinking about the rank, the competitiveness, my bad. Oh my gosh. It just gets me so excited just to kind of see finally that someone's trying sports again in a new light. So rematch is gonna be phenomenal. Register now for the beta invites. I will do that after this video. I completely forgot. Oh my goodness. And then next, huge announcement. I'm talking huge. I know everybody's talking about Elden Ring, Night Rain. This is going to be I'm gonna say it now. I'm gonna say it now so I don't forget. Possible game of the year next year. For sure. I don't think GTA 6 qualifies. Depending on when it comes out, it might not qualify for game of the year for next year. But because if it doesn't win next year, it's gonna win the year after. But Elden Ring Night Rain is a standalone title. Now at first I was like, oh, is this Elden Ring? It looks like Elden Ring. And I was like, no, who's running like that in Elden Ring? And then it said Bandai Namco. I'm like, okay, hold on. And I'm looking around. I'm like, is this not Elden Ring? Like, am I tripping? Then I saw From Software. I was like, holy cow, dude. Like, what is this? And then that bow, instant. So, yes, like Jeff said, it's a standalone title. And I've heard that it is a co-op title as well. What has seamless co-op. In terms of details on it, I haven't looked up anything. Oh, let's see here. Let's see. Trailer. Cooperative spin-off set in a world parallel to that of 2022's Elden Ring, Night Rain Lost Player team up with 2 co-op partners and drop into a condensed map on Elden Ring's Limgrave area. With enemies and structures that are randomized at the start of each session, Elden Ring Night Rain will be available on PS4, PS5, Xbox, PC. So, looking like, I'm gonna say this right now, sounding like a little bit like a roguelite version of Elden Ring, but you could play with seamless co-op. I like that. I like that idea, but as a standalone title, you know, that's pretty wild. It is so interesting. I just wonder what made them decide to do that, you know? Look, he's down. What? You can revive your teammates? It is so cool. Now, I just wonder, like, is it going to have, like, some kind of, like, is it going to have a level system? Or are you just playing as just a class? Because it's looking like classes here. Look at that. What? You could just already tell that this is going to be something. This is going to be something. My goodness. I don't want to talk too much about it. You know, there's still more to talk about. But Elden Ring Night Rain, just keep an eye out, man. Like, if we all know this is going to be huge. This is going to be absolutely huge. Now, going to another game I want to bring up, Killing Floor 3. Killing Floor is awesome. I mean, it is awesome. I mean, look at that. Oh, straight business. Look at that. Slap in the face. And it's looking good. I remember when they were showing a lot of early footage. Of course, it being early is not gonna look the best. But now, let me increase the quality here. Now, I mean, we're looking at a game. Like, this is feeling like a real AAA title type stuff. Excuse me. So, I mean, look at that. It looks fantastic, and I'm just really excited for this. I think this comes out also 2025 as well, excuse me. And I just really want to bring it up just so people understand, like, yo, like, this is gonna be one of those games too, kind of like Left 4 Dead 2, which is something I want to talk about at some point in my videos. But Left 4 Dead 2, Killing Floor, those are those games that just keep on coming with the punches, man. They don't miss. But anyway, oh lord, let's go into the next one. Den of Wolves. That's another game I was highly anticipating. The initial announcement trailer had me excited the first time when I first saw it, and I was like, damn, no gameplay, that sucks. But we all kind of know what happened to Payday 3, and with Payday 3, you know, it's just not cash money, man. It's very unfortunate what happened to Payday 3, but this is made by the guys who made Payday 1 2, as well as GTFO, which is a game I want to play at some point. But here we go. So it's definitely like a cyberpunkish, you know, kind of super futuristic though heist version of the Payday. And I mean, look at the character designs. Just the gun designs look awesome. Like, this just looks sick. This looks absolutely awesome, and I'm just super excited for it. again, this is another game I want to just make sure people have on their radar, so when it does come out, you kind of already knew what was gonna go on with it. I mean, look at it, nothing but action. Oh man, it's super exciting, super exciting. So Den of Wolves, check it out. Again, next year, 2025 is a big year, but now we're going to get into the final announcement at the Game Awards, which is Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet. If you're online again, like I said, and you kind of already heard whispers and whatnot of a certain company, which I'm gonna say right now, Naughty Dog, was working on a sci-fi title, and we all heard about it at one point, but I was hearing a lot more about it coming towards the Game Awards, and I'm like, I wonder if they're gonna show it. And it looks like they did, man. It looks like they did. I could fast forward a little bit here, but just kind of show off like the graphics and just kind of like where it's going. Cause look at that. The detail again. Naughty Dog, Sony, they go in. They want to make sure this hits. They want to make sure it hits. And I'm super excited. So, like I mentioned earlier, I was really late to the PlayStation game. And when I first got my PS5, I played Last of Us Part 2. I also played what was it? I was playing Shadow of the Colossus as well. Just to kind of like catch up on like what I missed on all my years, and Naughty Dog killed it. Even though I knew the ending for Last of Us 1. I knew what happens in Last of Us 2 and the ending. Playing them, I felt it again. It's insane. Oh, and Uncharted. So this game has a lot on it, a lot of work behind it. It has a huge studio behind it, and it's just, oh man, like I said, graphically, they said they were working on this since 2020. What a time to work on a game, by the way, like this. And let me fast forward a little bit so you kind of see the facial features. I mean, holy cow, dude! The engine, whatever engine they're using, it's kicking ass. Look at this. Look at the reflection of the face. And they didn't cheap out on no face. Isn't that an actor? Isn't he an actor? Hold up. Ain't this him? Yo. Oh, snap. Well, look at that. We all learned a little something. So yeah, that was pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, again, look at these facial features. Oh my goodness. So in terms of like what the story is, we don't really know too much. But in terms of the style, you know what I'm saying? Look at this. Oh my gosh, it looks so clean. And there was a lot of like advertisements in here. Sony, of course, but then we also had the Adidas logo on the shoes. I mean, they're putting a lot into this. And then the most obvious one in my mind, once you just blast it off, check this out. We whipping in a Porsche. Oh man. So again, like right here, for the makers of Uncharted, The Last of Us, Jak and Daxter, everything like that, we literally got the next big thing. Oh man. And I just wonder how it's gonna play. It looks awesome, bro. It looks awesome. I'm so excited. So excited, man. Intergalactic at the bottom. In that weird language, it states the Heretic Prophet. So again, that was the Game Awards, man. That was the takeaways I wanted to kind of point out. And 2025 is looking like a very good year for gaming. 2026, 7, the future is looking better for gaming in general. I'm so excited to finally be part of kind of like the content creator community, because I get to put my 2 cents out there on this gaming stuff. And listen, I understand, this isn't edited or anything. This is really put together, really, I guess you could say lazy, but I do like being transparent and just having more fresh thoughts off the board than typing out a whole thing and making sure I sound good, because I like to convey my emotions through what I say off the top of my dome. So sorry if I ramble a lot. It's just I just like talking about games so much. So So yeah, I mean, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. And put in the comments if you have any questions about anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like let's talk in the comments to whoever's watching, and let's just like let's talk about games, man. This Game Awards were awesome. It was phenomenal. So I'm gonna end it right here. Thank you so much for watching, and please stay tuned for whatever I release next. I don't know what it's gonna be. I don't know, but you don't know unless you subscribe, put the post notifications. I'm just saying. Well, like I was saying before, I don't even know if I said it, but I appreciate you for watching, and stay tuned for the next one. Thank you so much.